Good morning. How is everyone doing today on this fine DeSci Raiders day? Hopefully you guys are here and ready to go. I gave everyone homework yesterday, so let's see who completed the assignment and who needs to be permanently banned from ever returning to another piece of content ever created on this channel. How many of you guys brought a friend to stream today? Let me see it. Show of hands. How many of you guys brought a friend to stream today for the DeSci Raiders day? DeSci Chillers in action, baby. Let's go. The chat is popping. You guys are excited to chill your bags. Respectfully, I think it's greatly needed in this exact moment because we're at the precipice of what we've been planning on happening for the last year. It's finally here. We're having a little bit of a pullback, which means there's no more time, no more excuses. Whatever you want to say. Good morning, MK. Good morning, Zach. What's good, Thuna? Truth, Nil, Zaj, Malik. Oh man, no, even showed up to the live stream today. Let's go. Steven, how's it going? Welcome. Just chill, bringing a few questions. C90, I saw you in the chat yesterday over on Discover, so that's bullish. We got Discover to talk about Dynex, give some much needed recognition. Hopefully that thing can stop bleeding some days soon. Talkrid. Why are you already redacting messages already, Talkrid? Bro, read the white paper. On Erectus DAO. Malik, this is my first time watching your live. LFG, bullish. What's good, Soul Train? What is good? Well, if you guys have not been paying attention, it is very, very clear to anyone who is watching that Bitcoin is potentially hitting $100,000 today. Look at this rally. This is the hourly chart for Bitcoin. Good morning, Kurt. Welcome. Good morning, Based Stratimus over on X. Never forget the mice everything experimented on. Yes, we need to make meme coins for the mice. No, there's a lot of cool stuff happening in DeSci right now, but look at this thing. Bitcoin today hit $98,400. It is less than $2,000 away from $100,000 per Bitcoin. This is a milestone that we all knew was coming this cycle. It was just a matter of, is it going to be happening this year or next year? I was in the ballpark and very, very firmly under the belief that we would not see 100 grand per Bitcoin until early next year. I hope I'm wrong. One thing that this is causing, which is a little bit of turmoil, and why we're seeing a lot of projects in DeSci specifically have pretty sizable retracements, despite just about everything in DeSci being up on the week, except for Solve and Trail. Everything else in DeSci is up on the week, but on the last couple days, we've had some pretty major pullbacks. Noble Blocks holding up strong. Let's check out the blue chip for DeSci, which is Research Coin, up 9% on the day, but up a big pullback. Now, for those of us who have been accumulating Research Coin for many months at this point, like the pullback is negligible. We don't even see the pullback. However, because, I mean, it's ran up 1,000%. You're never, ever going to see something run up 1,000% and not go through a 50% pullback. This is very healthy, very normal. Expect many more of these. And if you can't sit through this, you don't deserve your bags. I'm just being honest. If you're going to fumble your bags on Brian Armstrong's project because it fell 50% at a $70 million market cap, you probably aren't going to be able to stomach the volatility as we get going for real. But Bitcoin right now pushing to all-time highs is, in my opinion, indicative BTC.D. The Bitcoin dominance also pushing to cycle highs. So again, we're seeing some life right now. Bitcoin dominance had rallied back up. This is on the hourly, right? It had rallied back up to 3.7% to put in a cycle high of 61.84%. And now what we're seeing is a slight pullback. So this is good. This is very, very good. We want Bitcoin dominance to be going down. Every time we've made good money in the market so far, in the last couple weeks, it's been during periods like this when Bitcoin dominance is going down. So I'm hoping we can see a third period here because honestly, the 1,000% that we saw in Research Coin, the 1,000% that we saw in things like Data Lake came during this little choppiness right here. So the more downward momentum in Bitcoin dominance, the better. It is still I might have to delete some of those green circles because it makes it hard to see. But we are still very, very frothy in Bitcoin dominance, right? And so ultimately, we're waiting patiently for this to come down to the 200-day moving average and then hopefully break below it to see that crazy altcoin season, right? That crazy altcoin season. I believe that we will see a peak in Bitcoin dominance around, like, shortly after we see Bitcoin hit $100,000 per coin. Now, I don't have it pulled up, and that's shame on me, but I should have pulled up the liquidity maps. From my understanding, there is an egregious amount of orders to be filled at $102,000 per Bitcoin. So when we do break above 100,000, expect us to wick up into the 102,000s because that's where the demand is, that's where the liquidity is. And then we'll probably get a pretty large pullback, right? Because the psychological impact of hitting 100,000 will have every mainstream media outlet covering it. And I think the euphoria for Bitcoin this cycle will be at all-time highs because we'll have hit that milestone that is such an insanity of a milestone. $100,000 per Bitcoin sounded like a ludicrous joke just 4 years ago. Well, maybe not 4 years ago, but like 5, 6, 3 years ago. It sounded like something insane, but here we are. So I'm hoping we get some stalling out action during that and we get some sell-offs. Maybe we'll still come back to revisit this circle and it'll end up being a true circle, even though it was not exactly how we planned it. We'll see. Either way, I am very grateful to see that Bitcoin is continuing to trudge higher because that is just giving more and more fuel to our altcoin bags. The higher Bitcoin goes, the better it's going to be for the rest of the market, right? That makes sense. But you guys don't care about that right now, do you? All you guys care about right now is the DeSci Shillers raid day. Let's go, baby. How many of you guys in the chat right now have never been to a raid before? Let me see a show of hands. Put a 1 in the chat if you've never been to a raid from DeSci Shillers. I see good attendance today, and that is very good. Derek's even here. He's got his little hand up here with the music icon. Sol running is Sol is running. Damn. 8%. Damn. $254 per Solana. That's bullish. We got some good activity in the chat. All right. Okay. We got many people first raid. We got 21 concurrent. That's an all-time record for raid day. All-time highs for Solana are probably coming today at $59 per Sol. Now, it's quite interesting because if we go over to Apollo, and we talk about this consistently, but I just want to point out days in which they're correct is pretty wild to see all this. Right here. We have the Apollo algo, for anyone who's not aware, is an algorithm that Default over on X and Lucas have been like kind of working on together. Default created it with, I think, someone named Bad Price, and then Lucas is going to help promote it a bit, but I'm helping do my part here as well because it is a crazy accurate tool. So it predicts volatility in the crypto market and overall market realistically, but it is, again, predicting another volatile day, 11/20. It's plus or minus 24 hours with its predictions because it's not perfect with the dates and everything. But here we go. Once again, it predicted 11/20, and at the end of 11/20, early 11/21, we see Bitcoin start shooting up again. Another volatility correctly predicted. The next one here is predicted for 11/24, but that's a small one, and then 11/26 with the big one. So I imagine we'll see 11/26 with some crazy profit taking, in my opinion. No idea if that's going to be true, but it kind of makes sense for next Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday next week to have a pretty big profit-taking candle, assuming that we hit 100,000, have that spike, and then come down. Maybe that's the day that it happens, right? Maybe that's the day that it happens. But you guys are here to start shilling your bags. So the idea here with the raid day is that we pick specific communities within crypto who might be DeSci curious or interested somewhat in talking about decentralized science, like people who would be receptive to the notion of DeSci. We collectively go join their community and organically begin talking about how cool decentralized science is. Once we start getting a little bit of engagement popped up, usually we get spotted pretty quickly because a horde of people come into their servers and start talking about the same thing. Usually we're spotted, but that's part of the fun. It gets people aware that there is community here in the world of decentralized science. It's not just a bunch of science nerds. and then we just gain some attention and we move on our merry way. Today, I'm thinking we do a little bit of a unique raid because as DeSci is popping off, we need to get not only the communities activated, but we need to get all of the votes on the different DeSci projects to be thumbs up. Because if you look at the charts for most of them, it was down only for like 6 to 8 months. And so there's a lot of things like on Dex Screener, we have 23 poo-poo emojis on Research Coin. 55 red flags on Research Coin. That's a joke. So part of the raid today is we're going to go through Dex Screener and we're going to put rocket ship emojis on a lot of the DeSci projects so that when people join and look at these on Dex Screener and we get kind of the normal degen crowd from Solana or whatever it is, they see, oh, wait a minute, this project is filled with rockets and flames, not poo-poos and red flags. You get it? Same thing with Noble Blocks. Noble Blocks is one that is important to me that we do it on, so I'd like to start us there. 601 rockets, but we have 148 red flags. So I want to boost up the rockets or the flames. You guys follow? You guys are understanding? I hope Noble delivers. You and me both, brother. No, it's coming. It is there. I actually got added into an interesting group chat today. Things are cooking. Will Solana dump at all-time high? I have no idea. I don't think so, to be honest, man. But we should, ultimately, what we should be doing. So let's pull up the liquidity map before. I have to go sharp at 1 o'clock because I'm going to go over to the X that Bio Protocol is hosting. They want me to come talk. So I would appreciate it if all of you guys came over to that X after the live stream. Beagle says he's adding more poo emojis. Mods, get Beagle out of here. Beagle, what the hell? When Bitcoin broke 10K, there was no big pullback. It was temporary. I know, Zaj. Oh, it'd be nuts if we saw the same thing. Imagine the volatility day is up. It's just we're very overextended. When we broke 10K, we were not as overextended. I guess we were even more overextended. Wait a minute. When Bitcoin broke 10K, there was a huge pullback. We went... Maybe it happens again. We go... That would be bullish for our altcoins. And then another rocket. When 5K ETH. I don't know, man. Good morning, Vita DAO, over in the X chat. Welcome in. Happy to see you. Cheers. We're drinking C4 today. Not sponsored, although it should be. I still have that hole in my lip, and so it really actually kind of burns. Ethereum's up 8% today too, which is nutty. But let's get the ball rolling on some of this stuff. So, Noble Blocks. I want everyone coming and adding rocket ships to Noble Blocks. Everyone understand the objective with the raids today? I'm sure everyone understands the objective. We're also going to be raiding on YouTube. Well, I don't think it should be YouTube, but we're going to go to X and we're going to go over to Altcoin Daily. As Dawn suggested for the raid, we're going to be going to Altcoin Daily and we're going to be raiding about decentralized science. So we're going to post a couple posts that he makes into the chat and we're all going to collectively go and talk about it. Talk about DeSci, guys. I know there's a lot of questions too and a lot of interesting things to go over. I just want to have the raid going on at the same time. What's good, John? Noble Blocks rocket ships. What coin should we talk about in our next YouTube video? Now, let's be real, guys. Oh, wait. I can't even subscribed or mentioned with nice. Damn it. Are any of you guys subscribed to Altcoin Daily? Anyone in here subscribed to Altcoin Daily by chance? Render. What about render? How much Cardano to be a millionaire? You probably need a lot. Okay, well, they're not really posting anything that we can raid. Do you guys have good raid ideas? I'm open to suggestions. Those are my 2 suggestions, but I'm open to suggestions because you guys seem pretty dead right now, so clearly they're not being super well received. We have 603 rockets. Let's see how many of you guys actually went and did the task. All right, we got 4 people who did the task. That's bullish. That is bullish, guys. I know it seems trivial right now, but this honestly helps out a lot. Got to redraw the triangle so it looks bullish again. This, like, it honestly helps out a lot when the social sentiment indicators for people are good. If it's overwhelmingly red flags, people aren't going to be willing to touch it. Why we suddenly stopped talking? Because they started going down, Malik. Let's pull them up. Let's get some rockets here as well. 1,000 red flags. How stupid are these people? 1,000 red flags is actually kind of insane. A lot of Solana degens have no idea what's going on. Why? What's the reasoning behind this? Okay. Is there a limit of rockets you can add per day? I don't know. Are you allowed to just consistently add rockets? So somebody probably sat here. I think it's only 1, right? I'm clicking the rocket and it's not moving. All right, Derek. This is Riff. Honestly, it still looks good, guys. The fact that Riff went up, like, literally went up like 30,000x and then is holding very strong at $110 million market cap. This is a very good pattern. I know I have my line drawn up here. This is still a very strong area of support right here. Like, let's objectively look at that thing. That is a very strong area of support. Now we've not yet broken out, although an argument could be made here that it looks something like this, right? In which it's starting to break out. I would draw it more conservatively and chop off that initial peak and put it at something like this, right? So we're coming to the end of the triangle and it looks honestly really good. Amex up 55% today. I know. Good morning, Patrick and Chillers. Good morning. Good morning, Mark. And then we go over to Euro. Euro had an even crazier spike and then a bit of a dip here. But still, it spiked up to 150 million and then came back down to where it was chilling at before that spike. So the fact, again, that it's still sitting here at a $38 million market cap is pretty gorgeous. We know, because we pay attention to the industry, that Pump.Science is launching 10 to 20 new molecules in December. And so we're going to be seeing a lot of excitement come into Pump.Science once again. These molecules really opened the floodgates for decentralized science, and Solana doesn't have almost any DeSci aside from these 2 molecules. And so, honestly, these 2 being the first 2 are like the little, I don't want to call them blue chip meme coins on Solana for DeSci, but these 2 are 2 of the strongest ones in the entire industry. They came out of nowhere and then became 2 of the biggest DeSci projects, period. These, I do not think, have stopped. We're just having the initial realm of profit taking, because a lot of you guys even got in down here before it hit $1 million. A lot of you guys got in super early, and so it makes sense that people took profits. Now we're building out that support, we're finding a floor, and it looks gorgeous. A lot of exchanges added Riff and Euro, and exchanges are very known for manipulating prices of things downwards so that they can scoop it up to get liquidity to actually offer the trading. You'll notice a lot of DeSci projects specifically are delisting from exchanges right now because of how predatory they are. RIF and Euro are just getting picked up voluntarily from these exchanges because, again, it's all organic community growth. The exchanges wanted access into these things, and so they're just picking them up organically. And they're forcing price down in this moment. This is my theory, at least. I don't know 100%, but they're forcing price down in this moment. And then as soon as they've accumulated enough to meet demand, they'll release the price and we'll see it start going crazy. It's a scary thing, but good morning. Say it back now. Good morning, Don. $256 Sol. Let's go. Let's go. Amex killing it today. What is this? Encrypt Gen DNA. Is this the DNA token from whatchamacallit? The website is LinkedIn. You gotta be kidding me. Be very careful. Be very careful. Make sure you're researching these new tokens that pop up. Which one that we should talk about here is Biohacker. So I'm going to be on 2 spaces today. We're going to talk about a lot, actually. We're going to go here first. Sorry, whatever. So Biohacker DAO had their juice box sale going on. They just announced that they're going to be on a space here. Set reminder. I'm going to be co-hosting this space with them. So this is at 8 p.m. tonight because the founder is over on the eastern side of the world. And so he's going to wake up bright and early. He's 13 hours ahead of me. He's going to wake up bright and early and get on the space with me and start talking about Biohacker and give us all the information that everyone has questions on. So pay attention. Join the space with me for sure. For sure. People hit the red flag when they miss the train. Facts, Slim, facts. The stars have aligned, Vincent. That is 100% truth. That is so true. So join this space tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be a good space, and we can ask all the questions that we want to ask because this is still cooking. Like, they're still raising money. They hit the target, though. They hit the target, but you can see an hour ago, someone bought 0.1, sent the payments out to biohacker.eth. So the raise is over. They hit their targets, $1.2 million raised. One thing that is important for you guys to understand, and the founders out there who are listening are going to be annoyed with me for saying this, but when something is on juicebox.eth, I think that the people from Juicebox are actually going to be joining the space too. I don't know 100% though. I do not know 100%. But generally speaking, yeah, this cycle has token redemption disabled. Generally speaking, when it's on Juicebox, it's the same thing we saw with Cryo. When it generates a shit ton of hype before the token launches, you are raising the valuation, guys. The reason why Axon was such a good cook was because when they did their pre-sale, no one knew about it. And so we got to launch the token at like $130,000, $140,000 market cap. And then everyone could get in and make money. When you do stuff like this to get in early, you're raising the price of the token. You're raising the floor at which it's going to launch on. Now we'll hear all of the specific details. We'll hear all the specific details later today in that space. Am I doxing how many tokens I have? 145. LOL. I put these in months and months and months ago. Later today, we'll hear on the space all of the details that are needed, and then we can have some of our answers. Got it? Good. Pat knows from Cryo, listing on launch box OG times. I know. Cryo was a good one. But they raised $3 million, and then it launched at a very high market cap. Compared now it doesn't look like as big of a market cap that they launched at. Now it looks good, but at the time it was like it launched as one of the biggest DeSci projects at the time. And I was like, why did we do that? Like, we just ate all of the gains. It launched at $1.46 and then flatlined at $1 for a while. It was like it could have launched at a $500,000 market cap, and then we could have made a 10x as it went up to the floor at 5 million. But no, we had to draw so much attention to it that it just spiked it up and made it difficult to get any gains off of it. Now it's spiked up, but Biohacker is looking pretty good, actually. The next one up I wanted to talk about briefly is Erectus DAO. because a lot of you guys in the Telegram have been talking about Erectus DAO. They leave very funny comments underneath a lot of the stuff that I post. And so I reached out to them to get some token details. And they are going to be doing a raise pretty soon for the token. I know nothing about it aside from the obvious around the name. But I think they're kind of pushing the launch forward because of all the excitement. Because of all the excitement, they're pushing it forward. So stay tuned. I'll get as many details as I can about that one. The one that we do know is a cook. The one that we do know has been loading and doing everything properly for a very long time is Poseidon DAO. And so if you're in the Telegram for Poseidon DAO, you already saw that they gave a date for the community presale, the early adopters in the community. You had to whitelist for it, and this was like 2 months ago that you whitelisted for it, but it pays to be in the communities of stuff because you get to see things. Can you talk about STFX after? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, please stop shilling presales. Erectus DAO launching to Pat on Juicebox. Hello, do you have Riff and Euro? I can't pronounce your name because it's in a different language, but yes, of course. It's safe to assume that if there's a DeSci project out there, there's a good chance that I have bought the token at some point. It's just a safe assumption, okay? In this leg up, I'm going to be trimming back a lot, because I'm feeling overwhelmed with how much stuff is going on in my portfolio. This portfolio challenge that we're doing is down a little bit today and yesterday, but it's finding a strong floor here at 4,600. I wish that Riff and Euro were on CoinMarketCap because, yeah, I wish Riff and Euro had been on CoinMarketCap so I could have included them in the portfolio, but cow DAO to billions. Very, very few, Zach. Very, very few. What is STFX? Let's look at that. Another thing that's happening is Athena DAO is launching an IPT soon. The chart looks like it's coming to life. I don't know what it is though. Oh, beware of phishing scams. We won't be clicking on anything there. What's with the new Hydra DAO? That one, I don't know that I can say anything about it yet. Oh, look, you follow each other. DeSci is inevitable. Isn't this what Biohacker had just posted? Or Erectus? Oh, there we go. Okay. Hydra DAO. Cryo or Hydra? Does the community want us to do a Cryo plus DAO Hydra plus Vitalism X space? We can talk about the most radical approaches to ending aging and death out there today. Hydra is an interesting little initiative. I haven't done enough research to be able to speak on it, but here we go. Exciting to finally announce the next big move in the quest for immortality. So Kai is a core member at CryoDAO and CryoPets, and is very smart and very well connected in the industries, both TradSci, TradFi, and DeSci, DeFi. He's very connected. Excited to finally announce the next big move, Hydra DAO. Years ago, it became clear to me that we would need engineering approaches to the problems of death, and alongside cryopreservation, replacement is one of those approaches. Hydra DAO will fund, incubate, and advance moonshot research in this field, enabling biological replacement parts for humans, including whole body replacements. Talk about a moonshot. Talk about a moonshot. So progressive brain replacement, body transplants, limb regeneration, cloning, bioprinting, and much more. So interesting little thing there. I know, way too many things to keep track of, which is why in this next leg up, guys, and I want to make it clear that if I cut a project, it does not mean I don't think it's going to do well. It simply means I can't keep track of enough things, right? My brain is only so powerful, and I need to make sure that I am not spreading myself too thin to do everything that I need to get done. And so as we stall out in Bitcoin and we see this next leg up for DeSci specifically, I will be taking some of my profits and just trimming and consolidating into some of my winners, some of the ones that I feel confident in that check off all of my boxes. And I will keep you guys informed so you don't have to worry. Again, if I cut something, it does not mean I do not believe in it. It simply means my brain is overwhelmed. My lip. Yeah, Malik, that's what. Wouldn't it be better if there was just a few, say, top 5 tokens/coins that represent and invest in the entire DeSci sector? So that is why I had converted all of my holdings in the Bio Protocol ecosystem into the Bio Protocol fundraiser that they did. Because there's so many good, like literally, I talked to every single one of the DAO founders within the Bio Protocol ecosystem. They're all very smart. They all have great ideas. They're all very passionate about what they're doing. There's too many things going on. There's 8 of them already, and there's 3 more coming. There's too many things going on in the Bio Protocol ecosystem. So it's like, let me buy the index fund. Let me just buy the index fund. The ecosystem's going to do well. Let me just buy the whole ecosystem and get exposure to all of it. Now, that does mean I'm going to leave some gains on the table because there's going to be some projects that pop off that, like, you know what I mean? There's going to be some of them that outperform others. But honestly, I'm okay with that. You don't have to be okay with that, though. There's 40 concurrent, only 13 likes. It is DeSci raid day, guys. What the hell is this? Let us get us up to a 50% like ratio, at least 20 likes. I need 7 of you beautiful, beautiful DeSci raiders to come and hit that like button. I want to see it. Spam it. Bio's going to do multiple billion market cap IMO pretty easily. I agree, Zach. I agree. I think it's extremely easy to get to 5 billion for Bio Protocol. I think that is going to be a very easy thing for it to do, and it's launching at like 180 million or something like that. We don't know the exact valuations, I don't think, right now, but it's launching with a clear like 20x to get to where I think it's going to be going. What website are you on? This is CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko. This is CoinGecko. This is CoinMarketCap. CoinGecko has a DeSci sector, so if you go to the search bar and type in DeSci, you get DeSci and DeSci memes. DeSci memes are taking off today. Bullish. We got Deep Worm up 198% on the week. We have Sci-Hub up 30% on the week. Pay close attention to the DeSci memes because there's a lot of them right now. Baby should be on this. Let's go look at Baby. Baby should be on this. We have, damn, Baby. Why are you getting... Ooh, some thoughts are inside thoughts, huh? Some thoughts are inside thoughts. Baby, still, honestly, not that bad of a chart. Not that bad of a chart. It's getting that life that it needed, and it's sitting at a $1.8 million market cap. It is the first DeSci meme. Let's be honest here. It's the first DeSci meme, and it's going to be pretty interesting to watch it. And I'm seeing a lot of people get more and more excited about DeSci memes, so expect some more to be coming out, for sure. For sure. Okay, now that we have people watching, I'm serious. Who should we raid? Who should we raid? Because while I do think we need to go through and like do some rockets on these, right? So maybe we do Baby and boost these metrics. The raid is more fun when we're chatting in a group chat with everyone. So what is a community of another content creator who you guys are active in, who you guys see active community ship in, that would be potentially fun to raid here? We got 20 minutes. Altcoin Daily, he says. Don, can you put some links of some things that would be worth raiding from Altcoin Daily? Because I looked at their X and it just doesn't seem like it's the perfect spot to be raiding right now. This is from the DeSci Raiders. Edgy, the edge of the DeFi edge. Let's follow them. They talked about DeSci. Oh, one thing that we talked about on an X space, which I want to showcase to you guys as you guys bring out the basement should be live right now. Oh, C90. Let's go. C90, that is so bullish. Did you find out if VBio turns into bio? Yes, it does, Steven. It is vested bio with 12-month vesting. DeSciCon is over, pump is gone. Now we hold and become community members till next year's conference. My God, what a spam account. What a spam account. No, dude, no. And let me actually showcase this to you guys, and then we're going to go over to the blockchain basement and raid the hell out of their live stream. Okay? Let me show you guys something. Decentralized Science is a $1.1 billion market cap. Okay? All right? We've been tracking since before it was a 400 million. We've been tracking since before they had a section on CoinGecko. I don't know if any of you guys remember that, but I had to go make my own list with Joshua Jake. We've been tracking DeSci since before it was a section on CoinGecko. So, but it's $1.1 billion market cap right now. Let's go over and look at the DeFi market cap. Total DeFi. Total DeFi is at $99 billion in market cap. It looks like it's getting ready to break out, which is super bullish. But one thing I want to draw to your attention, everyone, is if we go to the weekly chart and we come back to last cycle, okay? We come look at last cycle down here. What is the total market cap of DeFi at the bottom here last cycle? Last cycle, if you don't know, DeFi went nuts, made many millionaires. The total market cap in March of last cycle for DeFi was $1.25 billion. Does that sound reminiscent of something else that is sitting at the exact same market cap? That market cap then proceeded to rally from that 1.25 all the way up to right there. What is that? Oh, that's interesting. A $200 billion market cap. 15,000% gains. 200 billion. Who in the chat right now remembers my prediction for the market cap of DeSci? How many of you guys can remember the number that I used? And I did this with some calculations on my own without looking at this chart. Crypto with Leo on an X space pointed this chart out to me and showed me the chart and the correlations between where we're at now with DeSci, where DeFi was at the beginning of last cycle, and where DeFi went, and my prediction for what DeSci is going to go to this cycle. We're at the same starting point with market cap. We're a little bit further into the cycle, right? We're at this point in the cycle compared to last time. So it is lagging behind pretty aggressively. But I don't think it matters. I really don't think it matters. I think we see DeSci hit that $200 billion market cap. DeSci is the next DeFi. $200 billion market cap is where I think we're going, guys. That's where I think, which is 15,000% from here. 16,000% for the whole market cap. Call me a moon boy, but get back to me once we've seen it happen. It's not even on here yet. Now, let's go over to blockchain basement. Okay. Why is it not showing up? Oh, because I misspelled it all so bad. Let's put the headphones on. We will flip Bitcoin. Well, let's not get that crazy. $200 billion market cap represents 2% of the crypto market. If we go to 10 trillion.
Trump's plan to create a strategic Bitcoin reserve.
Ladies and
this
gentlemen,
has also gotten the nod from BlackRock. Now we have BlackRock and Van Eck giving the nod to the orange one to go ahead with this bill. And really, it looks like there is no stopping this bill since we have a Republican Senate, a House of Representatives,
but let's start talking a little bit about decentralized science
brighter
here.
than ever for crypto
Smash that like button for him.
Realm. And this is something to keep in mind. Before I go into general price movements, is that just the United States moving this bill forward and acting on this bill in basically separated buying patterns. It's not that they go out there and just buy 1 million Bitcoin or 5 million Bitcoin. They do it in segments, the Treasury. And just with the basic movements of the United States beginning the process of backing the US dollar with Bitcoin in the Treasury reserves, that in and of itself is enough buying pressure to bring Bitcoin to $250,000 over the course of a year's time frame without any buying from BlackRock, without any buying from these corporations. Just the literal action of the United States making this happen is enough catalyst to get us to $250,000.
We have a raid. I'm going to be taking notes on who partakes in this raid.
I have very bullish price targets.
In order to become a mod in the Telegram, you need to be raiding.
If all of these things happen at once, and this is the supply shock, the supply squeeze that everyone's wondered about, we're going to see it roll out, and hyper Bitcoinization is a tangible reality over the next 10 years.
I don't see any of you guys' names
as they move
right now. There's Zaj. Okay, we got one.
Very interesting to see one of the largest management companies given the go-ahead for that. And another important metric for when massive moon season, a record $9.7 billion in stablecoin inflows. This month alone could drive Bitcoin to 100K. Honestly, will not be surprised if it happens on this stream or into tomorrow. We are so damn close to 100,000. And this is like, I use the stablecoin inflows.
Let's go, baby. CTO is stream.
When I'm ready
Enough
to
about this Bitcoin stuff. What about DeSci?
More exposed to crypto. You can see the exits here.
C90.
The exits on the stable coins are very, very clear after the top happened in 2021. But I also use the stablecoin inflows as a key metric for me personally when it comes to preparing for alt season and for a massive move for Bitcoin. And now we see more.
When do you think we'll be docked? When do you think they'll know that we're
levels that we've never seen before.
How to participate? Remy, click on the YouTube live stream link right there and go over to this live stream. And I want to see you in the chat and I want to see you talking. This is probably not the greatest idea now I'm thinking about it because it's going to tank the people watching this live stream. So this might end up being a failure.
And it really
on my own part, but if you can keep both open somehow, that would be pretty bullish. Otherwise, it's part of the raid, so I get it. I'm willing to sacrifice. I want to see us get him to shift. The goal is to get him to shift the conversation.
Cycle top indicator. And now I have this zoomed in to our current time frame.
Why'd they just tag a bunch of us?
Cross the pink. That historically proves that we are indeed at or near the top of Bitcoin's price action. Right now, as crazy as it may be, we are creating even more room. Regardless of Bitcoin coming up to the $100,000 level, we have even more room on the Pi cycle top indicator, leaving so much room for activities for Bitcoin and altcoins within it.
I hope you guys are paying attention to him because he's actually making a very smart thing here.
I want to ask you guys some questions. Like, do you give price predictions on
that investor? Put me in Noble and Dynex. Let's go.
Like, do you have any idea in your mind where you expect the market to perform to, or what are you looking for out of Bitcoin's price predictions this next year?
So tough. I mean, for me personally, I don't
really.
Last time we were on the show, I had the
not actually, but
100K. We're going to be seeing that very soon.
Right, Mark, I see Mark.
It's really hard to tell because you're seeing.
I'm gonna have to message Drew after this and be like, "Yo."
Countries as well. This administration really just accelerated a lot, so hard to tell. But 100K.
There's a lot of raiders here today, guys. Good job. Good.
I know you're big on.
Do you see something? Rem, what's good?
Right around Christmas.
All right, good.
Time,
Thank you, Rem.
I think we're gonna see some interesting numbers, but probably a couple more hundred.
I love it. Diminished returns are going to continue, right? A lot of the more conservative targets looked at the diminishing returns over multiple cycles. They didn't expect Bitcoin to perform the same way as it did last cycle. So a lot of targets were at 150,000 for like the absolute peak. Do you think that Bitcoin's going to be able to breach that, or where are you at with it?
I see it,
you have to
Remy.
move the targets up because once.
Okay, that's cool to
man
know
got
that you're on
in
both.
and
I
it's
guess the name
firmly
is the same, so it
feeling,
should make
right?
sense.
Yeah.
They're going to institute within our.
Don,
structure
can you make
our
me mod so I can
ecosystem of
preach the great
finance,
book of DeSci?
Bitcoin, right? As well as DOE,
Oh, we have a dog.
as well as XRP. You can see it.
DeSci is just sitting in a 100x rocket.
Passed
Bullish.
over $1 for the first time since 2021. That's a signal. You have to see that signal. And
All good,
it's
C90.
obviously Bitcoin
I know I'm
is the apex
sacrificing some of the
predator,
viewers
and,
for my live stream in order to successfully raid Drew's live stream, but
their financial system, Bitcoin on a monthly basis. So other countries will follow suit, as a hedge
Who is
against
this guy
inflation and as a safe bet. And yeah, man, I don't know what the ceiling is for Bitcoin. I think it's
let's go, Zach.
it's really
Let's
unlimited.
go,
We
Zach.
don't know because it's unprecedented times. And then you have a very crypto-friendly president, and I would be buying up. I would be accumulating, and you can see whenever Bitcoin drops a little bit, someone, not
Drew,
someone,
I buy
but the
DeSci like
world
it's my day
scoops it up
job.
very quickly. So those
Is
are my
Solo's
signals.
only
I don't think
$1
it
away
has a
from
ceiling
all-time highs?
right now.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that, guys. 260 and higher is all-time highs. So close. So close. Oh.
On the day side, so I'm on the 5-minute. Let's calm down here. Let's go to the weekly, because I can best explain these larger time frame.
His guy's talking about a signal. Tell him the signal is the chat, and it's DeSci. How based is the El Salvador president? He's been buying Bitcoin since like 19K. I know, it's actually nutty. It's so nutty.
Looking at here is the entire bull market that we're currently in condensed into a Fibonacci sequence. And the reason why this is such a powerful tool
this
to
is
use
real. Pay attention to
on
this for real,
finding
though.
the top or
Pay
the
attention.
likely top in a basic price movement action is because of this. You can see clear and concise consolidation when you reach those previous all-time highs. Yes, we accomplished this current all-time high of previous bull market much faster than we ever have in Bitcoin's history. But again, we consolidate, and then it's a few weeks in to this next sequence up, 3 weeks, and we are damn near 80-90% through this sequence. I want to compare this, and this is just for everyone new. I know there's a lot of names coming in here that are new, so I'm going over this real quick.
Make sure you guys are liking the live stream.
We did not
We
accomplish
are
these
rating him,
all-time highs and
and it is
consolidate in this range.
We're
the same way
doing
as
a
we
lot to
previously
him,
did.
so make
But
sure
what
that you're
does
liking it.
Rhyme and basically, in my opinion, repeat is the fact that it only took 3 weeks to jackknife through this entire Fibonacci sequence on up into this next range, which is where you overshoot, you consolidate, you prove that base floor of support before you can move on up. And this here's even more confluence. This is a bull market from 2013 up to 2017. We're going to come in a little bit closer on it. Same stuff. So you hit the all-time high, you consolidate. Sure, we jackknife a little bit over it, but we still consolidate within that realm, and only a few short weeks to get through this level. It took us about 4 to 5 weeks to get through this time frame right here. And when I'm really
He
looking
just
at
learned
this
the tool, so he
forward
likes
through
showing
trees,
it. That's funny.
this is why
I like this. This is I
feel
didn't
like we
do
have
this
the
before, so this is the
potential
first
and
time I'm
honestly
seeing the
probability
tool
to
being used
perform
on the entire
in terms
cycle.
of price action the same way that we were able to in 2020, 2021. We hit the top end of the Fibonacci range. A lot of people are calling for 100K, but that would have actually well outperformed this basic Fibonacci structure. What happened is that we landed smack dab in the middle of the upper range of this, which is the 3.618 to the 4.236, right at $69,400. So it performed pretty much to the T on what we'd expect, even with a global pandemic and an economic shutdown. Now, where we are right now, the upper end of this trajectory brings us to $210,000 to $244,000. That is, in my mind, a reasonable top
in.
to
Good,
look
Steven.
for
Good.
in this market. If it goes way above and beyond that, man, I'm already going to be well set up. Should Bitcoin hit 220,000?
All right, DeSci raid again.
Right in the middle
Raid
of that range.
initiated once more.
So I'm
Come
not
on.
really trying to find
Raid.
the exact peak, Just
only have
trying to
7 minutes
be
before I have to go over
concise
to
about the timeframes. And
the
shout out
X
to
space.
Elevator Man. What is that, my brother? Dropping the memberships for everyone. Papa Goop picked one up. Pond Explorer, Captain
was that?
Hundo. Oh my God! What up, Fade and Trad? I forgot to do call outs today. Isaac, why didn't you remind me?
Sorry.
Unbelievable. Stay back. Yeah.
So I'll be speaking at this event after. But he's talking about the chat, so now's the time. Come on. Now's the time. Go, 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 go.
See how you do Veteran Crypto, Nicole, Tata, Rustybot, Willis Willisford. Willis dropped that knee. I might want to check it out. Yeah, we'll check that out. Now we're gonna breeze through some macroeconomic and war updates, right? It's culture matters. The FBI with a full connection with a bomb plot targeting exchange
Why
during
is he straight back
Thanksgiving.
into talking about?
Maybe the FBI is finally starting to do their job. The FBI arrested Harun Abdul. Bomb stock exchange. According to court documents, Yaner is charged with attempting to use the explosive to damage a building involved in interstate commerce. Very, very interesting. Glad they got him. Maybe things are starting to turn out for the better. What you got, Isaac?
You know, my dad's company, or the company he works for, owns the New York Stock Exchange. So that'd be interesting.
You should get some info from this. And some connection with Backed.
Let's go,
Yeah.
baby.
So basically, I'm gonna take this off so I can actually speak. My dad was one of the main people who built the firewalls and the entire system that Backed runs off of.
Okay.
So he was like at the head of that project, and they built that back in the
That's
day.
cool.
Even since it's a crypto thing, he wasn't in crypto yet.
Okay. That's cool. That's actually really cool. Little claim to fame there. I saw Zaj, Don, Thuna, Beagle, C90, Zach, Vincent, Mark, and Nil rating the chat. Anyone that I didn't catch, anyone that I did not catch rating this chat, please speak now or forever hold your peace. This, while we did not get them to talk about it, I want one of you guys to maintain... While we did not see them talking about it, I want one of you guys to maintain in the chat to see if they speak on to see if they talk about decentralized science so that we can know if it was successful. From my end, this was a very successful raid because we flooded that chat, guys. We flooded that chat. Ooh. Sorry, Don. You were so quick with it. You were so quick to type that in. Oh, God. Okay, I have to go get ready to talk at the biospace. I put the link there. Your time is your most valuable asset, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully this was worth investing into. This was a very exciting DeSci raid day. Everyone give yourself a prop on the back. And if you find more things to raid, we can keep raiding all day. This is community-driven activities. Go into the DeSci Raiders chat right now. And yeah, just get ready because now's the time. It's make or break it time for DeSci. Not really, but I think we're going up regardless. But it is exciting time for all of us in here who are paying attention to the space and waiting for this moment. It is finally happening, guys. It is finally here. I'll see you guys over in the biospace. All right, the war has begun. I felt it. Don started it. Joshua Jake noticed the DeSci category on CoinGecko on Monday and said they might do a video. Bullish muscle. Joshua Jake put me on to DeSci, guys. He really did, like a year and a half ago. And just given my background, I figured this was my make it moment. And I full ported into this space. All right, I'll see you guys in the chat.